Hi everybody, it's Lucero and today I am back with a back to school makeup tutorial. I know some of you have started school this week and some of you are starting in the following weeks like I am, and I think I start this week on Monday. And I was actually inspired by Kendall Jenner on the cover of the September issue of Teen Vogue. I thought she had a really cool fresh faced look and I thought it'd be great for like a back to school type of look. I was flipping through the inside to look for the specific products that they used on her face. And you know, they had products listed from like Dior and Chanel, and I was just thinking to myself, like, that's not feasible for teenagers most of the time. So I decided to recreate the look / take inspiration from it while using only drugstore products. So this entire look is done with products that you can find in the drugstore like Maybelline, Revlon, I really love Revlon, Rimmel London, brands like that. So it's kind of like beauty on a budget. Other than that, I think that's all I had to say. I really hope you enjoyed the look, and if you want to see how to recreate it for yourself along with all the drugstore goodies that I used during this video, then just keep watching. Starting off with the eyes, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Exaggerate Undercover Eyeshadow Primer just to make sure that all my eyeshadow stays in place all day. For the entire eye look, I'm going to be using the Maybelline The Nudes eyeshadow palette. It comes with, how many colors? 12. And they're very similar to the kinds that you would find in Urban Decay Naked palettes. I think the first two especially have a lot of the very similar warm toned shimmers and neutrals, but I really like this palette because it has more mattes as well, and that's a really great quality to find in palettes because matte colors in particular are really versatile and a little bit more professional than shimmers for any occasion that you need to look extra spiffy. So first I'm going to take a Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush, and to go off on a little tangent, I really like Sonia Kashuk brushes. I think they're a really great bargain for the price that you're paying. They probably won't last like 5 or 10 years like some professional grade brushes would, but I think they're still like a really great value, especially if you're just starting out with makeup. So the first color that I'm going to be taking is this shimmery taupe color off in that corner, and I'm just going to apply it all over the eyelid. Next, I'm going to take the matte brown color right next to it with the same brush that I used before, and I'm just going to rub that along the outer corner, especially along the lash line. So I'm just kind of gonna go in a circular motion and blend it in out here. Next, with a different clean brush, also from Sonia Kashuk, like some set from a long time ago, I'm going to take this frosty white color and I'm going to run that along my inner corners. So I'm pretty much done with the eyeshadow. I like to keep it really simple, and this is a really nice earthy look inspired, of course, by Kendall Jenner. You might have noticed that my brows are already done. I kind of was a little overzealous this morning, and I just really like having my eyebrows done, and I forgot that I was going to film. But I also used the Maybelline The Nude palette for that. I just mixed the black color with the matte brown, and then I set it in place with the e.l.f. What is this? Lash and Brow Clear Mascara, and it's really great because it's $1 and it comes with both sides. So once you finish one, you can use the other, and both are perfectly appropriate for like your brows, or also, as the title suggests, you can use them on your eyelashes as well. So now moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to be using two different ones by Rimmel London. Their soft kohl liners are probably my favorite liners ever. They're just really creamy, really easy to work with, and also very pigmented. So I'm going to be using 005 Nude in my waterline just to brighten up the whole look. Nude eyeliner is really great if you have just allergies or your eyes are a little bit bloodshot from waking up early. It helps clear out a little bit of that redness and make your eyes look a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to line both my top and bottom lash line with 011 Sable Brown. Brown is a great color to work with because it's a lot more foolproof and forgiving than black. It's also not as harsh or noticeable, but it still gives a lot of great definition to your lash line. to finish off the eyes, I'm going to be using my favorite mascara from the drugstore, and that is Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. I'm just using their black formula, non-waterproof, easy on, easy off. But it's really great at volumizing and lengthening, as well as doing, as the name suggests, creating a clump-free experience for the lashes. So I'm just going to apply that very generously to the top and bottom sets of lashes. Okay, so now moving on to the rest of the face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is a pretty optional step. Like if you don't want to do primer in the morning, you don't have time, or you feel like it's not necessary, then you can totally skip. But I find that it's really great for covering up, as the name suggests, pores, but also dry spots, because I'm prone to getting acne and dry spots, so my skin is just a lot of fun sometimes. But it's really great at helping the foundation stick on a little bit better and not making the flakes and dryness so heavy and apparent. As for the actual face products, this was totally unintentional, but I am using 2 Revlon Nearly Naked products, which is really great, and I've really been enjoying both of them. So for the foundation, if you've seen some of my other recent videos, you've probably already seen this, but this is the Makeup Foundation in 180 Medium Beige, and it has SPF 20, and I'm following that up with the pressed powder in 030 Medium. So I'm just going to apply the foundation to my face, just to the key areas, which is basically my entire face. I'm just gonna buff this in, and I will say I have not found a foundation brush from the drugstore that I really like yet, so I'm using the Real Techniques one. And I mean, it's not exactly like the most expensive brand ever, but it's also not the most affordable either. But I definitely think Real Techniques just puts out such great quality products, that brushes, pretty sure they only do brushes, that it's worth the splurge if that's what you want. But you can also just use regular foundation brushes from like e.l.f. or Sonia Kashuk, as I mentioned, or disposable makeup sponges. All you do is dampen them and then pat in your makeup. You know, those could also work just fine, but I really enjoy putting in a little bit extra to get a really nice brush, because it's so worth it. This thing is really, really soft. Okay, so now to set that on in place, I'm going to finally apply the powder, and I am using a Sonia Kashuk Kabuki brush, and I find that this is really great for setting. It's just really good at packing in the product and buffing it out. Plus the brush doesn't shed too much. That's a problem that I have with I guess just more affordable brands, is that you know, the brushes tend to shed a little bit more than with brands such as Real Techniques. But this has been very good to me, so I really, really enjoy this brush. Next, I'm moving on to blush. I'm just going to use a very standard, very pretty pink color. This is from Maybelline, their Fit Me line, and it's in the color Deep Coral. So as you can see, it's just a very neutral pink shade. There's minimal amounts of shimmer, nothing too extravagant, but it does give that really nice flush and really pretty color to the skin. It's also not crazy pigmented, so you're less likely to accidentally pack it on in the morning, because I find that as much as I really like very pigmented brushes, are very easy to mess up on, especially in the morning when I'm in a rush, or maybe there isn't enough sunlight for me to accurately see the fact that I look like a clown until later in the day. So this is just very easy to work with, but it's also not too crazy. Next, I'm moving on to lips. If you want, you don't really have to use a lip color. That's totally optional and up to you. If you want, you can just stick to lip balm. I really recommend the EOS lip balms. They're my favorite because they're really cute and they're very hard to lose inside a bag, because I feel like my bags are like deep dark abysses, you know, just, you know, it's like a black hole. Things go in, they don't really make it out, especially tiny chapsticks, but this is really easy to find. Plus, as you'll notice, it has stripes, and it's from the new EOS, I think, Lips So Smooth line, or something with smoothness, but they're a little bit more smooth, if that's possible, than the regular line. Plus, there are more flavors, like I think this one is coconut, so it's really awesome. But if you do want lip color, I also really recommend the Neutrogena moisture sticks. There are also a lot of other great products like Revlon lip butters, Revlon matte lip crayons. I really like Revlon, but I've also just been really loving this Neutrogena moisture stick in Bright Berry because it provides like a little hint of color and some moisture without being too overbearing or crazy. And it also stains really nicely and wears off nicely, because sometimes colors, when they wear off, they leave that really weird ring around your lips, and that's not flattering, but this wears off pretty evenly throughout the day, which I really, really appreciate. So I'm just going to slap this on and finish off the look. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you have any suggestions for future videos that you would like to see from me, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I also hope you have a really lovely day. I think you're awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye!